We got some steps. We don't want this guy blowing his knee out, getting up on our stage, man. That would be bad. But we got to Justin Blalock, who I got to double check, man. Did you play on the championship team in Texas?
Yes, he did.
That's pretty cool, man. Good to see you. How's practice? I know you're sweating your butt off. Now you got to talk to two fat guys for about 10 minutes. Man, how's it going?
Well, at least you can feel my pain.
Biggest show on radio, Justin. Falcons offensive lineman Justin Blalock joining us here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, the only station live and local here at Falcons training camp. So today, Mike and I, it seemed from our vantage point, defense had a really good day, but you tell us what you thought.
The first day of pads is always interesting. My experience is that usually the defense does come out a little ahead just because it's more reactionary. You're able to play a little faster. And everyone has the adrenaline's really boiling. Mm-hmm. So maybe some younger guys might kind of revert to some things that they've done in the past. So you really got to fight against that, mm-hmm. and try to lean on those fundamentals that have brought you here that we've been working on. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that most of the time. There were a few times things got a little out of order, but for the most part, I think we had a pretty good day.
Again, as you know, being an offensive player is more cerebral. Obviously, you've got to master a playbook, the nuances of offense, whereas the defense is generally more of a caveman type thing, read and react.
It certainly helps. If I was just looking for the ball and chasing it, I think I could do that just about any day. But I don't want to make it seem like it's that simple for the kids at home.
What about the cohesiveness of this group? Obviously, it takes time. We know, overcoming injuries, but new faces. Tell us your thoughts about Jake Matthews and what you've seen thus far.
I love everything I've seen so far. The kid's an extremely hard worker. Young man.
Yeah.
He's an extremely hard worker, very heady. Obviously has a great mind for the game, as I'm sure he probably came out of the womb with a blocking dummy or something.
It's Justin Blalock with us here. Of course, we mentioned Texas National Championship team for the Longhorns, and, of course, with this Falcons offensive line. How did it strike you when you heard the comments like Arthur Blank at the end of the season saying this team had to get tougher? Was that something you thought, or is that just an oversimplification of it?
We need to get a lot of things. If you're 4-12, you're not doing much right at all. We just had to get better overall in pretty much every aspect. And I think this offseason has really been a testament to that from what the guys upstairs have done, bringing in new talent, to the offseason work we did, getting guys bigger, faster, stronger, all these things. New approach that we've had, coaching-wise even, from the top of the building all the way down, just a unified front to be better in every aspect, not just that.
Guard Justin Blalock joining us here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. It's Dukes and Bell live at Falcons training camp at Flowery Branch, talking about the Falcons' first day in pads here. And you said it, there's a little bit of an adjustment period. With that said, offensively, I mean, you guys, from OTAs to now, tell us the progress. Tell us how you feel about where you guys were coming in OTAs, and certainly now as camp's gotten underway and you're deep in it.
It's been a pretty exciting process. When we first got together in OTAs, mm-hmm. Obviously everyone had a really crappy taste in their mouth, from the last season, and granted that has no effect on the coming season. I think it was still good motivation for everyone to really take a step back, look at what we're doing, change some things, try to be more efficient and effective in our approach to the game, and I think that really showed through the 9 week of off season, the way we were working. What we're doing out here in the field as well as in the classroom. And hopefully as we get further and further into camp, it'll show more and more as guys get their legs under them, get used to being out here in this gear.
Justin Blalock with us, by the way, number 63, guard for your Atlanta Falcons here on 92.9 The Game. Obviously, the cameras are here. Last year you got a little taste of that when the Bengals came with the HBO cameras. As a player, what do you make of the hard knocks? I mean, some guys think it's kind of cool, you can shine. Some guys don't want to bother with the hassle and the distraction.
On the field, I don't really mind it. We've always had people watching practice. That's not going to change anytime soon. Sometimes in the locker room and the common areas, it's not my cup of tea, but for some guys, the more outgoing guys, that'll be right up their alley. I'm sure there'll be some pretty cool moments. They can kind of edit things and make things look really cool on TV. I'm sure we have some interesting personalities on this team, so there'll be some good TV, I'm sure.
Justin, what about the scraps today? We saw a couple of different guys going at it, getting after it. I mean, it's all the competitive spirit, but, what do you make of that? Because we didn't see a whole lot of that previously, especially last year with the Falcons, and we come out here first day, pads on, and guys are getting into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of adrenaline flowing today, and first day of pads, everyone's got even more of that going. Yeah. And when there's this much competition, everyone out here has an ego. No one wants to, be embarrassed. No one wants to lose. And people take exception to that sometimes, and there's going to be fights, especially towards the beginning of camp. There's not much you can do about it. Guys are running around full speed, trying to make plays, and if you're the one getting the play made on them, it's not going to feel too hot. So sometimes the best thing you can do is try to shove a guy in the face, but that's going to happen. That's just part of the. That's a camp, unfortunately.
It's a Justin Blalock here. It's not his first rodeo as he's getting ready for the first day of pads. Just wrapping it up here at 92.9 The Game. Real quick, the beef on the other side. Now, again, you just had first day to look at these guys in the pads, but the difference on the defense with Soliai and Jackson. Already have Babineau, of course, on the roster, but they'll be stopping the run, I would imagine, against some of the other teams this league.
Absolutely. What we've been able to do on the defensive side of the ball, especially the front, has been incredible. Looking across the line at those guys, it certainly can be an intimidating factor at times. Those guys are incredible players, do a great job, in our system, and it's going to be. I'm really excited to see them work between all the groups. Every individual group that we bring in is going to be extremely effective at what they're tasked with.
Justin, everybody wants to know. They ask this show all the time. How much better is this offensive line going to be? Justin Blalock, how much better is this offensive line going to be?
Exponentially. The way we played last year, everyone knows it was bad. There's no sugarcoating that by any means. What we're going to do, what we're working on doing this year, with what we've done, the way we approach the game, and the work we've put in, I can't imagine it not being tenfold better.
Real quick, I'm a Horn. Go Horns.
Mm-hmm.
You keep up with the program?
Absolutely.
You like the Charlie Strong hire?
Yes.
I do, too. I love it. He's come in with a lot of discipline, locking guys down. You've been hearing the stories?
Yes, I have.
It's hilarious. I mean,
New world.
He came in. Now, for those people who don't know, Mac was a little bit more lenient, right? Mac Brown?
I mean, we had some guys, that lead the program, but, we're coming in here with an iron fist off the start. But I think he's going to be just the guy for the job. I met him in March. Great guy, great staff. I think they're extremely well suited, and especially with the talent down in Texas. And they're going to recruit nationally. It's going to be. We're going to be right back where we need to be.
Yeah, Justin, I think so, too. We appreciate you, man, stopping by for a few minutes. Great first day here at Falcons training camp with pads on, should I say. Guys getting after it, man. Thank you for giving us a few minutes.
Oh, my pleasure,
yeah,
guys. Thanks for having me.
We do appreciate it, because I know after a long day of this, you don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
But thanks, big guy.
Yeah, it could be in meetings.
Hey, that's right. All right, go get them Saints in week 1, brother.
Absolutely.
Go get them. There's Justin Blalock, as we said. We got plenty more guys coming up throughout the week.